up, everybody? This is Whiskey in the Six. I'm Rob, doing the Mr. Sam tribute. This is a Sazerac product. This was lent to me by my buddy Peter. He won it in a LCBO lottery, $350. It doesn't say what's in it, but it does say that it's a Canadian and American whiskey blend. My guess, I'll tell you in just a sec. 66.9% ABV. This one drinks pretty old. Beautiful box it comes in. And the secondary on this is absurd at this point. We're looking at close to 2,500 American. I've seen it go up to. I think some people are actually paying even more than that. Really, really hard to come by. Not very many made. Gonna nose this, taste this one, and give it a mark. So right off the hop, I poured it out, let it air out quite a bit. Beautiful Coca-Cola notes. Pepsi kind of note. Super sweet. Vanilla, some cherry notes in there, a really nice caramel note, really, really nice nose. A little bit of fruit, but definitely sweet and dessert-like with all those like Coca-Cola and cola type notes. Maybe even like a hint of root beer. It does not nose like it's 67%, that's for sure. Which tells me that it might be older than we know. And obviously there's no age statement, but I'm guessing that this is pretty old. It says that it's bottled in Quebec. Montreal, Quebec to be exact. I don't know exactly what's in this. And like I said earlier, they didn't really indicate what's in there. But it does remind me a lot of a cask strength, older version of Caribou Crossing. Quite a bit, actually. And then, I bet you if you gave this to somebody blind as well, they might guess like George T. Stagg as well. But it smells like it's older than the standard 15-year-old George T. Stagg. So it could be like an 18-year-old George T. Stagg blended with a really old Caribou Crossing. So again, 67%, but on the palate, wow, that cola note definitely comes through. A little bit of cherry, caramel for sure. Much more on like the Pepsi, Coca-Cola side now than the root beer side. Wow, finish just goes on forever. Does not need a drop of water in this. It definitely drinks older, but it doesn't drink super oaky, which tells me that there's probably more Canadian whiskey in this than American whiskey in this. Or that most of the aging process happened in Canada. I'm guessing that's unchill filter, no added color. Although we don't know for sure that the Canadian side of things is no added color, so there could be a little bit of added color, but I would assume that there isn't. That's my guess. That's my hunch. Wow. Beautiful palate, beautiful nose. Definitely would satisfy the bourbon drinker. It drinks more like a bourbon than a Canadian whiskey. Doesn't really remind me of Canadian whiskey too much, but neither did the Caribou Crossing, and I think if they bottled it higher than 40%, people would see how good that whiskey actually is. The problem is the low ABV on that. Yeah, that's ridiculously good. My first go at this, I was like, yeah, that's very good. Right now, I'm drinking this thinking this is incredible. Honestly, it's really, really good stuff. Definitely better than the first experience with this. Would have liked to have more time with this, but again, like I said, this is borrowed from my buddy Peter, and I don't want to go too crazy on this bottle. He did tell me to save a little bit for Jeremy as well, so I don't want to go too crazy, but beautiful stuff overall. Honestly, I wonder how many are made of this, and I'm not saying I'd be willing to pay the secondary prices because I think they're a bit absurd at this point, but I would definitely pay $350 for this bottle. would probably even be willing to go up to $500 for this bottle. Really, really nice stuff overall. Gonna give this one a 92. I think it's that good. Honestly, one of the better whiskeys I've had so far this year. And this year's already shaping up to be a really good year so far with whiskey. Better than last year for sure. So I'm happy about it. Really, really like this whiskey. Thanks again, Peter, for lending this bottle to me. Really appreciate it. Guys, if you like this video, give it a thumbs up. If you really like the video, make sure you hit the subscribe button and the bell, because for whatever reason, my videos haven't been getting pumped out there that much these days. So the bell really helps you get your notifications when you're looking for my videos. Also, can support this channel on Patreon and check me out on Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook. Cheers, guys.